Oof, that sounds like the cop.
That's a cop right out of the police academy.
You
baby.
think so? Yeah, that
I know
seems
so.
to me.
Yeah,
I can't imagine that the cop.
well, I don't know. I can tell you an embarrassing story.
Okay,
I was on for a while, and I had been to the house before because the lady and the guy had dated each other, so I knew they had dated.
Wait, the lady and the guy.
Who I'm going to a call here for a guy coming out of a window. Same scenario.
The guy's coming out of a window.
Coming out of a window.
They had dated in the past.
They had dated. Yeah, they had dated. I think he might have even lived there.
Okay.
But anyway.
At the time? Or at the time?
No, not
prior?
at the time. This was past history. So I get up there and I see the guy. I go, what are you doing? He goes, I lost my key. And I'm going into the... Okay, to me, which is fine. He lost his key.
Yeah.
He used to live there. So I said, let me just call the lady. Let me call her.
So you held on to him lying.
I held on to him. Let me call the lady. And I'm like, she worked at a hospital in the Boston area. And I couldn't get in touch with her. So I'm like, okay, do I get him for breaking into the house? He used to live there. He used to date her, or at least I knew he used to date her. So I kind of flipped the coin. I said, no, I'm not going to do anything. And I believed his story. And then she came home. And he was a drug addict, and he stole a whole bunch of her stuff. And she called the complainant guy, the station, yelling and screaming at the incompetent cop that let the housebreaker get away. Ooh. So that was my story when I went up to the chief's office.
Yeah,
that was my story. That's why I did what I did. He goes, I can always summons the guy, which you just summons him at a later point. But that was a tough one. That wasn't as obvious as the home inspector.
Yeah,
but it was a tough one. I rolled the dice a little bit. I lost on that one.
It is a tough one. I mean, are you allowed to look at the guy's car? Are you allowed to frisk the guy?
No. I mean, put it this way: if I hadn't have known that
they were going out,
that he had dated her in the past, I didn't know that they weren't currently dating.
Yeah,
because I couldn't talk to her. But yeah, if I hadn't have known that, he would have been arrested easily. Ugh. But hey, you know what that saying, Dave, is? What's that? Shit happens. That shit happens.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. When you have to make a judgment call on the field, you got to make a judgment call on the field.
Yeah.
I think that brings us to the close of this one. But we've got some other stories. We're gonna investigate a little bit more in future episodes. It's fascinating what people get away with, and it's fascinating how clever people can be when they're in a jam.
Oh, absolutely. Some people, like I said, the con man mentality, it's not only when we did scams last week, it's people on the street doing real criminal stuff, and the cops roll up or a homeowner rolls up and whatever story that they can articulate at the moment. And if you buy the story, then they're free and clear, and they get out of the neighborhood and no one knows who they are, and they're gone forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff going on out there. I'm surprised. This world is tough, baby. This is a tough world to live in.
It is.
No one's telling the truth.
It is. Oh, that's such a bright, happy message we're going to leave you with. This has been Inside the Thin Blue Line. I'm Dave Rattigan. That's Dale Lawrence. We'll see you next time.